Last time I talked about water again, and one of the things I touched on during that video was a push by Shannon Grove to establish a part-time legislature in California. The fact is that the California legislature just has basically too much time on its hands, and we draw just the type of people we don't need to the legislature because of the high pay. And there was a time California had a part-time legislature. Some other states currently have a part-time legislature, and they do just fine. A big part of the problem we have in California is that the legislature just has too much time to do too much, and it winds up interfering in progress. The very idea behind our system in America is that it is not supposed to be easy to pass a law. And we pass too many laws. It has become too easy to pass a law, and we pass too many of them at the federal and state levels. And I was going to go into detail about that part-time legislature plan, but the basics are that they be limited to like 6 weeks or 2 months a year. And if there was something just incredibly out of the ordinary, I think they could meet for another month, but that would be a very good thing. But since then, there has been news that really irritated me, and it kind of ties into the part-time legislature thing in that it's another reason why we should have one. Watch the morning news, and there's a taxi program in California that is for state legislatures that are too drunk to drive. And above their bloated salary, they even give this benefit, if you want to call it that, if they are too intoxicated to drive. The state's already broke. These idiots in Sacramento are already pushing all kinds of nonsense down our throats, like trying to allow illegal immigrants to take the bar exam, trying to provide taxpayer-funded health insurance. Their corrupt nonsense has cost us a lot of water that we desperately need. They won't allow us to build new dams. They won't allow us to build new power plants. They just flat aren't doing their jobs. On top of this, we find out they're too drunk to get around on their own. So we have to pay for that too. When are people going to start waking up? When they aren't even responsible enough to limit their alcohol intake to a level where they can drive around safely. These are the people that are running the state of California. People in the private sector that behave irresponsibly often cost themselves their jobs for just that behavior. Do we hold elected people to that standard? No, we coddle them on the taxpayer dime again. Think of it. The people running our state are so irresponsible that they can't even keep themselves sober enough to drive around on their own. To the degree that we have to pay to put them in taxis. have we really gone that mad in California that we don't see the problem with this?